Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're making moves up the standings, claiming that fourth spot.
Checking out the Lakers, they have been on fire as of late, blazing a path up the rankings with the best record in the league. Now they just have to keep this incredible momentum rolling.
And the Lakers starting five. They've got Knipple. Luka Doncic is out there with Lauri Markkanen, and it's the great one in at point guard. And for Minnesota, in at forward, Edwards and McDaniels. LaMelo Ball is out there with Ayo Dosunmu, and it's Gobert in at the five. Well, Doris, the season is just getting underway. How together do you expect teams to be at this point?
Well, it depends, B.A. Are you experienced or are you young? And I know this, the first 20 games usually are a very good indicator of how your season is going to play out. Always so much creativity to LaMelo's game. Terrific move off the bounce.
Doncic passes to the great one. Back to Doncic. Markkanen with a screen on Edwards. Tips it up. Pass to Knipple. Here's the great one. And at last, they get one to fall.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Ball passes to Edwards. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. As you might expect, we talked about the game plan for defending Luka Doncic. Coach stressed that they'll double-team him often, saying, quote, "We want him to feel challenged on every single shot. I don't want him to get exactly what he wants out there." Sounds like Luka should expect hands in his face at all times tonight. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. The great one can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
2 fouls for him now in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden, do you think about changing his...
And Minnesota making a change here. Shannon's checked in. Here's the great one. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable on the court for the Lakers. Oh, wow!
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels the finish.
Markkanen, the pass to Doncic. Here's the great one. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. Dosunmu outside. Ball left side. Back to Dosunmu. The kick out to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Knocks it loose. Here's the great one. And another 3 for the Lakers.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Dosunmu with it. 9 points for him in his last game. Pass to McDaniels. Now the Lakers moving it up. Blocked! They get it back. Here's Merrill. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. 5th best, Minnesota.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year. Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
The shot is good by Edwards.
But if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Reeves, the pass to the great one. Back to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to the great one from downtown. And Los Angeles, another three.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Now here's ball. Defense is right there.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Reeves, the pass to the great one. And here's Knipple from the arc. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Ball outside. Pass to Edwards from the arc. Rebound, the Lakers. Left side, Reeves. Here's the great one, guarded by Edwards. Here's Knipple. They set the pick from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels from long range. Rebound, the Lakers. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's the great one. 20 points for him. Pass to Reeves. Markkanen with a screen on DiVincenzo. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 23 points.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions, but can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Minnesota with some changes. Gobert comes in for Shannon. And it's Dosunmu in for DiVincenzo. And Minnesota with possession here. They led by as many as 18. Ball left side. Just 5 to shoot. LaMelo Ball with the stuff.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Here's the great one. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. He's got 25.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Ball passes to McDaniels. To the middle. Ball ventures inside and converts.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
The great one. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now the Lakers moving it up. And the shot goes in. The great one's got 27 points.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Ball outside. Pulls up at the elbow. Doncic pulls down the board. Lakers trail by 4. Here's the great one. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. The kick out to Ball. Deep! deep range. LaMelo, what focus.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And he makes both free throws.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
Now let's take a moment to recognize our players of the week. Keep an eye on these two. In the West, the great one.
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
He has a great mix of point guard qualities. Makes this offense almost impossible to stop. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's Knipple. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. In it forward, Edwards and McDaniels. Ayo Dosunmu out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's McDaniels, and he jams it home with authority.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
Lakers trail by 5. Pass to the Great One. 4-3. Connects from downtown. The Great One's got 34.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
McDaniels, a screen on Doncic. Edwards can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Ball outside. Here's Gobert. He's got 5. Pass to Edwards. The 3-ball. And he can't get that one. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Now here's Markkanen. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple. The Great One's got 40 points.
I just love the ball.
Pass to Edwards. Will it go? Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Doncic on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Pulls up. Again, Los Angeles.
Look at Doncic's offensive game, just so pure, folks.
Now Dosunmu. Ball left side. Five on the clock. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Maybe the Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. McDaniels passes to Ball. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Knipple with the rebound.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 6. And there's the lob. Ooh! Alley-oop finish with authority by Gobert.
What a finish by Rudy Gobert. Doesn't have to get up super high, but boy, that's with authority.
The great one passes to Doncic. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, B.A., is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Ball. Minnesota again missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Pass to Knipple. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Ooh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Here's Knipple. Out to the wing. Here's the great one. Drains the triple. The great one's got 12 points here in the second half.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Lets the three fly. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 5 assists in the game.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Stolen by Ball. And they're on the break. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, the quick thinking of LaMelo, anticipating the play and coming up with the steal.
Here's the great one. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA, Doris?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Outside McDaniels. Buries it from 3. McDaniels got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively, now looking to close this thing out.
A deep 3 from Ball. DeSumo on the wing. Here's Shannon. Gets the 3 to fall. Shannon's got 8.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to the great one. Now here's Reeves. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Outside Edwards. The kick out to Ball. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Ball's got 29.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go, neither able to land the knockout blow.
Misses from close range.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Shot's good by the great one.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Now Ball. He has 29 now. No good on the shot.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Back to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. And he's going for the lob. Here's Knipple. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's the great one. He got it again! Sensational! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Dosunmu. Back to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
The great one passes to Doncic. Launches a 3. Another one falls. Amazing.
I mean, just a magnificent showing for him offensively. Buckets coming in rapid succession.
And get this, he's now tied for 3rd most 60-point games in league history. Offensive board to the right side. The 3 from Ball. Nails it from 3. Ball's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. 4th, the Timberwolves.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Pass to the great one. This one for 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Here in the 3rd, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
A minute 20 left in the 3rd quarter.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Launches it. And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Here's Shannon. Kennard with the rebound.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And really strong at the line since the break.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Pass to Shannon. Takes the three, and that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Reeves. Here's the great one. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shannon. Again, the Timberwolves score.
The effort has to be better defensively. Easy deuce.
Here's Carr. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a trip.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go. Here's the great one. Doncic on the wing to the inside. Pass to Knipple. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Back to Doncic. Shoots over to Sumu. Doncic, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. DeSumo outside. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish. My goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Knipple, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's the great one. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Ball. That one's good for 2. 34 points for LaMelo Ball.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Takes a 3. Good! Another from 3.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes in a game. Down low. And Ball throws it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh!
Pass to the great one. Beyond the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 8 assists here tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Ball. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to the great one. Back to Markkanen. Here's the great one. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Ball way outside. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Lakers also making a switch. Kennard's checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Doncic with the bucket.
Now, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Ball. Oh, LaMelo using his length.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's the great one. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
I love the intensity he's brought to the floor since halftime, in constant attack mode.
Ball outside. Back to Edwards. Jacks up a three. Kennard with the rebound.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And it's good. 2 points.
Well, you see what the defense wants to give up there. Luka more than comfortable in the mid-range.
Now here's ball. It's deflected. Kennard with it. Over to the left wing. The great one. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. Ball. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant one. Unnecessary contact.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Here's Edwards. Outside ball. Takes a three. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. It's Minnesota.
Hey, who's watching now?
4 on the clock. Blocked again! McDaniels with a rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 11.
How about the finish through contact by Rudy Gobert? Wow.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Knipples checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers lead by 9. Marking it outside. And here's Doncic. He launches. Oh, connects again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Well, Los Angeles shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Yes, sir, with the three.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And here are the Lakers. Here he goes. From deep. Cash from downtown.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Lakers.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the great one.
I think his authoritative defense was huge for them tonight. He established early that he wasn't allowing easy buckets.
Edwards fires, and he gets it from 15. I think a bucket here, Graham, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
That's off. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 11-point game. Oh, it's off! There's 21 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Here's the great one. Hounded by Ball. Oh! Touches it off the glass. With the drive. Doncic. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were